Dave, you'll enjoy this now.
Please.
This is a game we played yesterday. It's rare when we get to play this particular game, but today both of you can play. Biggie played it masterfully yesterday.
Oh.
Now, what happens is, and you're not here usually at this time. Look
True.
at you in here.
Look at me, bright-eyed. I'm B&B, bright bushy-tailed.
That's right. Here he is, Dave Aiken, coming in a bit early today because Chris Demm is not here. And yesterday at this time, and every day what we do is, my former mentor.
Yes.
Who no longer works here, still sends along 5 hot topics that America is talking about. Every day, just before this show begins, I get an email, just 5 minutes before it starts. Here are the hot topics people are talking about. Now, I've already done the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet's done.
It's done.
Spreadsheet's
So you can hold true to it. It's like the commandments, yeah?
Always.
Yeah.
We never deviate from the spreadsheet.
No. And there was almost a crisis this morning. I pulled up, Dave, and I could see in Chris Kelly's office window he was hovering above his printer. And I thought of all the days, he can't have printer trouble today.
To not have this spreadsheet today would be...
And I walked in, and he said, I just had to change the ink, but it's working.
I've got to do that more like in the afternoon.
What do you change the ink on that thing with the way you print?
A lot.
Once a month?
No,
every 2 weeks?
I'd say every 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks or so. I do a lot of printing.
Yeah.
And Chris Demm said, for my fantasy football drafts alone, there's a lot of printing. And the other day, I just these spreadsheets and all the time.
Dave, you don't understand. You don't hear it early like I do.
Oh, no. I'm sure that thing goes off like...
And when it goes, I mean, if there's something wrong with the printer, oh, man, that's a real issue. I've learned to change the ink, thank goodness. And I'm always 50-50 on it. It's like, oh, boy, I hope it fit. Everything worked today, so I've got my spreadsheet. The point is the spreadsheet is done.
Yes.
And then the topics come in. Here's what America is talking about. It's astonishing how little the two line up. You'd think I'd be like 80% every day.
No.
I mean, usually, what's the average? 2 that I get on that?
We're in a solid 25 to 40%.
That's right. So, okay.
Nice
I'll put it this way: not passing.
No, not.
Oh,
bad.
no, that's not passing
I
at
would be
all.
okay as a Major League Baseball hitter, but other than that, that's where I would be. Today, there are 5 hot topics across America. Okay. I've got one.
All right.
Today. All right. One is good. I'll let you all guess which one I've got right. Okay? One of the 5. All right, here we go. James Corden is being called to end one of his most popular segments called Spill Your Guts on the Late Late Show. Over 10,000 people have signed a petition on change.org asking for the
Next.
Now, that sounds a little too mundane for Kelly.
Well, makes me a little uncomfortable. The reason
race issues.
It's race.
Oh, there's that too.
The whole game is the celebrity. I've only seen this once or twice, and I must say I find it really, really compelling and fun.
You would.
I saw one, I think like John Bon Jovi was, somebody big was on there. And the deal is you're asked a question like, something sexual or something that you really don't want to say. So you either have to spill your guts or fill your guts. And fill your guts means you eat a disgusting food. I think they spin a wheel and there's some food. But they want him to end it, and a lot of people, it's a growing outcry to end this segment because it is offensive to Asians. Why? Is it a bunch of foods that Asians eat or something on there? I don't know.
I'm going to be honest. I've never seen the.
I've
never seen one of them.
I saw one.
I've never seen one. I don't know either.
How
I thought
can it be?
Maybe we're both missing something.
Maybe.
But I saw that too. It said it's offensive to Asians, and I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Does he make them eat egg rolls every time or something?
No, it's mysterious foods, I believe.
I mean, like when I saw it, it was like, guts of fish guts and just the most disgusting things you can imagine. But it might be some stuff that like they serve in wet markets. I don't know. That's my guess. That's my guess. So there's a growing outcry for him to stop doing this wildly popular segment. The one time I saw it, I really liked it. Yeah. I mean, what a good idea. You've got like a huge celebrity up there, and they either have to ask a very personal question or eat something disgusting, and then you spin the wheel.
It's perfect.
It's a great idea. I mean, if we had a decent guest in here, we'd play it. We never do.
No, I haven't in a long time.
No, we never, ever get a decent guest.
And when we do get decent guests, they're always on the phone.
Yes.
You can let them know that if they're in town, they come in. No, they'll do it by phone.
Yeah.
But, they're staying right at the hotel down the road. They'll do it by phone.
They don't want to come in.
They don't want to come in. All right, James Corden. That's one of the 5 hot
That
topics.
segment lines up good for a quick watch in 3 to 4 minutes on the internet because it does not meet the standards of late night.
He
in my
does
opinion.
well. Now he does a lot of stuff. A lot of the late night guys. That's what they're. That's how
That's,
they're
what they-
measuring.
that's how they produce that show.
If you Jimmy Fallon's the king of that.
Yes.
If you get clicks, that's better than getting viewers.
To
almost.
me, more people watch Jimmy Fallon on the internet than they watch Jimmy Fallon on the television.
I heard Corden say in an interview, "We're more concerned about if I wake up the next morning and millions of people have clicked this, or over the few days they've clicked on it."
Nobody's staying
What,
up that
I'll tell
late.
you, he's said it before. What saved him was carpool karaoke, going viral.
Huge.
Not
Huge.
his ratings on television.
That's right.
But the carpool karaoke took off online.
Yeah, it's like 2 platforms you've got to serve now.
Yeah.
All right, that's the first of the 5 topics.
Okay.
Second topic, COVID-19. 2 guests aboard the Celebrity Millennium have tested positive for COVID-19 in required end-of-cruise testing. The cruise line said yesterday. So they've gone on the cruise, and 2 people on the cruise line tested positive.
No, just too mundane, too serious.
Okay. Jeffrey Toobin is back on the air at CNN 8 months after the network pulled him off the air and the New Yorker fired him for exposing himself while masturbating. You recall?
I remember this.
We were out for COVID at this time. You were in here.
That's right.
And we had this story on about Jeffrey Toobin.
Even OJ remarked.
Yeah, this has all the.
It's got everything you want.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's wait.
I'll wait.
Okay.
He was interviewed
Toobin. Oh, yes. Toobin was interviewed yesterday on CNN.
by a colleague.
That's correct. And he's back on CNN. And I guess they may have him back in some sort of official capacity. Possibly. He always did like on-air commentary on CNN.
Yeah.
But now he's back on there. And he was in the studio on set there. U.S. consumer prices continue to climb sharply. Weekly jobless claims are falling. According to 2 pieces of economic data, the stock market may have a very nice day today because of these 2 pieces of economic data. America's talking about it.
I don't know.
Will we be talking?
Yeah, but you do love money. And you do every day talk about your stocks and your portfolio off air.
Every day when
The opening bell.
Stock market's open.
We used to
We're
mention
well
that every
aware.
morning
Yeah.
years and years ago.
Yeah, we did.
And then we quit doing it.
We had to.
And Kelly still talks about it.
I used to.
Market's up.
I used to do the Dow. You didn't. I used to do the Dow Jones Open.
I remember.
I remember that.
It was so out of place
Yeah.
on this show.
I fought for it. I said this is a big deal.
Right.
And many focus groups said, why are you talking about the stock
Because
market?
the boss wanted to hear it.
Right. So every day I say when the stock market up, Dow's up or Dow's down, but
Dow's
private,
up.
only privately. And finally, 5 things people are talking about in America today. Ben Affleck is enjoying some family time with Jennifer Lopez's mom. The actor was spotted alongside Guadalupe Rodriguez at the Wynn Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, indicating again the couple's getting closer and closer.
Oh, I think they're all over each other. I think they're close. They'll be married in 2 years.
Oh, clearly. I agree.
How coupley, too. Take my mom to Vegas.
Yeah.
She's working. She's in Miami. I've seen some pictures. Yeah.
And he's with
Take my
the
mom to Vegas.
All right.
Okay.
They're closer and closer.
Guess so.
So the question is, which one? Only one of the 5 did I get. Only one is on the spreadsheet today. James Corden, COVID-19 cruise, Jeffrey Toobin back on the air, prices going up, and Ben Affleck with Jennifer Lopez's mother in Vegas. Biggie, you handled this so professionally yesterday. Do you have it today?
Oh, I think I got it today. I'm going to have to go with Jeffrey Toobin by far. We've covered it. We've got OJ on it. You love OJ on this. It's masturbation. It's got to be Jeffrey Toobin.
David.
I was considering the stock market, but that's why I think you're bright enough that you know that it won't carry well with our listeners. I'm Toobin.
Yeah. All right, we have Jeffrey Toobin.
Perfect.
We have Jeffrey Toobin.
It's perfect for
We
us.
have him coming up later.
Absolutely. It goes back months.
Yep. That's your hot 5 right
it's
there.
a throwback. It's got OJ and it's got masturbation.
You're right. I may have gone with Corden as well, but that makes me pucker a little
Yeah.
bit. The whole Asian problems.
Yeah.
And like, oh boy, I'll stick my foot in my mouth. I know well enough to know. I'll stick my foot in my mouth. There's no point in me doing something
I'm
like that.
confused by it, but
Me too.
the Asian angle.
Me too. And that's what I would wind up saying, and somebody get mad.
That's right.
I've decided when somebody asks me about race relations. I'm going to say I'm too dumb to comment on this. And that's all I need to say.
Okay.
Isn't that a good? I'm too stupid. It's like that guy.
Yeah, it's good and bad.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that just got kicked off The Bachelor because he made some sort of dumb comment?
Chris Harrison.
the host.
The host,
You know, when he said that, I didn't think he'd lose his job over it. It didn't seem that bad to me. So obviously, I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
enough.
think a lot of people truly know anymore where that line is.
Right. What you can say. You can never make a good statement on it. At least somebody.
Part of me,
here, yeah.
a little bit of me, though, thinks that ABC wanted to change.
Even after he'd been doing it like 18 or 19 years.
Yeah.
If you don't know that story, the guy's name is Chris Harrison. He hosted The Bachelor for 18 years. And then one of the contestants was kicked off the show, a woman, because she had gone to a party at a plantation in like 2018. And he was interviewed about it. And they said, well, obviously in this day and time, you can't do something like that. He said, well, in 2021, you can't. But in 2018, you know.
Did she know? Yeah.
Sorority girl, that guy. You know, honestly, I didn't think that was that horrible of a thing to say, but everybody else did. And I'm too dumb to know what to say. That's how I'm going to answer from now. If anybody says
I'm too dumb to talk about this.
I'm too dumb to talk about this deep issue here in America.
That might work.
So I'll just skip it, and we'll go down to Jeffrey Toobin.
See?
Which I know something about.
We can comment on that.
Let's go Toobin.
We'll go Toobin later on in this program without Chris Demm. It's unfortunate because he should be here for a good Toobin. Now, yesterday, this is health matters here. Yesterday, we were talking about fecal transplants. Yeah, Dave, you missed this. This was a good...
Why? I missed the good part of the show. Maybe I should...
You should be in here.
Really start listening.
You should. You should start.
I might learn something.
You might. Recently, we had talked about a guy had come forward. He was 70 years old, and he had been identified by the scientific community as the perfect donor, fecal donor. And this is a real thing. This is something that you do, and it helps get your bacteria back in someone's gut.
This an older guy that's the donator? I think
70.
I've heard this guy. Yeah, he's got the perfect poop, and he's proud of it.
And Chris Demm and I were talking about, you'd think somebody younger would be that, like somebody 21 or, even 15.
He's got a seasoned poo.
Yeah, but he's apparently he's got the perfect, so he's donating to everybody now. If they want it, you can have it. And a lot of, some nurses wrote and doctors, people in the medical field called and said, yeah, it's real and it is a game changer. And they've been doing it only like 10 to 15 years.
I forget the procedure.
It's a transplant of some sort, and you get good fecal matter in your gut, and it starts to help your probiotics. Because people who have been on antibiotics a long time apparently have bad stomach problems.
So it kind of plants a seed in your gut?
It does. And it starts
then it's supposed to make your body...
Make the good
bacteria. Then it's still the input?
Well, if you stay on antibiotics, I think it's, it hurts, but as long as you've got good probiotics fighting that, it really helps you.
And that poo does that.
That's what it does. AP1, Roger says, I heard your show about fecal transplants. 6 years ago, my ex-wife's aunt was going through this. We were still married at the time, and my wife at the time was the donor, so I learned a ton about this. Only criteria for the donor is you can't be on any antibiotics for 6 months. Other than that, you can donate. It's nothing like a blood type or anything like that. You just do it. Apparently, here's the deal. We all have the same gut bacteria. Bacteria is all around us. It gets on our food. We breathe it in naturally. It builds up our tolerance for things at infancy. It took place at the university hospital, and the amount of hoops the hospital had to jump through to get approval was insane. We got turned down for the surgery 3 times before we wound up doing it. Veterinarians have been doing it since the 50s, especially on horses, but it's fairly new for humans. Finally, it's so effective. If you get a container of yogurt, it's got probiotics, but the percentage of bacteria to the size of the container is tiny. The amount of bacteria, his words now, not mine, the amount of bacteria in a standard turd is enormous. And you can move this into somebody else. And for the receiver, it's a grenade to the intestines in a good way. My ex-wife's aunt, who had been in massive stomach pain for 6 months, said the pain disappeared about 2 hours after the procedure, and she hadn't had it since. Is that amazing?
Wow.
I mean, that's medical breakthrough.
That's wild.
That is. EJ knows something about it. We're the only show in America talking about it. But why not?
At this hour.
Why not? EJ, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, when you say procedure, it's not, you don't, like, stick a tube up your rear end and the tube in the donor's rear end. your poop is like freeze dried, for lack of a better term, and you take and it's put in a pill, and you take it in pill form, and it works its way, and the pill is designed to dissolve. Somebody else who knows more about the medical field, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's designed to dissolve like in your intestines so that it gets to where the right spot needs to be.
It's freeze dried from somebody else, and you take it and in through the mouth.
It's like dehydrated. Yeah, it's like dehydrated. You take it in a pill form. It's not like a.
You know, it sounds gross when you think about it, but if it helps your gut, if you're in constant stomach pain.
Boy, when you burp it back up, though. You ever take those fish pills?
No, I have never taken the fish pills.
I've taken them once. They are the pits.
Oh, they really will. You will burp fish for that whole day.
Thank you, EJ. I'm glad you told us that because I thought it was some sort of procedure, as you described.
That makes a little more sense.
It does.
I mean, you don't want to, because it needs to get into your system.
Yeah.
I think the first time I heard about it might have been from that TV show,
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah.
But I think they made it sound like you really got a transplant.
They did. They were doing that.
But, of course, that's Hollywood.
Yeah. And maybe it started that way. Who knows?
But feel fortunate. It's in a pill form. You don't have to actually eat it.
You know,
But that wouldn't be nice.
No, but you might.
Although you could find a doctor that really doesn't like the patient.
Maybe so. You know, what you were saying about those fish pills, those where you can eat
fish
oil pills.
Right.
I see them on the counter all the time. They say it's great for your health. But when I look at them, like some of the bottles say anti-burp formula. Yeah. And I always think, why do you make a pro-burp formula? And why is there any out there that, if you have the technology to end the burps, why wouldn't you just end the burps? You know what they say on that? Freeze them, and it stops you from doing that.
I only took maybe 2 or 3 days worth, and that was enough.
Why did you?
10 years ago.
Was it for health?
Fat.
You were fat.
Fatter.
And the those are supposed to help what?
Omega fatty acids. If you don't eat enough fish or enough of the proper oils, I guess, and stuff like that. So that
I heard it was good for your heart too.
Yeah, that too.
During our $1,000, 1,000-pound weight loss challenge, I've been eating a lot more fish, and when I say that, for the last 3 days, I've been eating a lot more fish.
At least zoned in on the fish.
I have. I've gone heavy fish. Last night, went to dinner before I went to see Chris Demm's movie.
Oh yeah.
And I wound up getting a grouper, which I always hear is not a very good fish. That's like a trash. No, tilapia.
That's
is the
tilapia.
Yeah,
grouper's great.
It was really good.
Good.
I mean, I hadn't had a meal out in a restaurant in forever.
How about that?
I mean, I'll sit in my car and eat, as you know.
Right.
But I hadn't had a meal in a restaurant in a long time, and that was nice. You know, it was good to have that.
That's good. How'd you feel about tipping again?
I'd forgotten how. Do you have to still?
Yeah, even after in the now times,
they haven't changed
in the before
those
times you had to, and in the now times you have to as well. In fact, you should give a little extra.
I'll tell you, in the movie I saw last night, it's called Tethered, and Chris Demm does a voiceover piece in it. There's a scene where a kid blows out a candle on a birthday cake, and it's set, certainly before COVID or anything.
Oh, yeah.
So the mom puts the birthday cake in front of the kid. He blows out the candle, and many people in the crowd went, ew. It's like, we're not going to do that. And we just cannot do that anymore.
That's not the gross part, guys.
No, I know, really. It was a horror movie.
There's some blood coming up, too.
Oh, yeah. It's a horror movie.
What scared you the most? Oh, the birthday candle. See him blowing all over that cake.
Cake scene.
Some guy has, a guy in Virginia, he says he has invented a way to blow out birthday cake candles without spittle getting all over the cake. He's a dad, and he's got this device. It's called the Blowzee birthday cake candle.
He really named it Blowzee.
Blowzee.
Those are fun.
He wants us to take him seriously.
So with the Blowzee, it's a device you put in your mouth, and when you blow, the electronically produced air goes onto the cake.
You want to be the Blowzee or the Blowzer?
Toss up.